Hi, I'm Toby Walker, and I hope you enjoyed that little slide guitar piece, which I'm going to teach to you. You could download the tab, and also you can download the movie file if you'd like, and that's on my guitar lesson site. And I hope while you're there, you want to check out some of the lessons that I do have available. So this is an open G slide guitar piece. It's in the tuning of open G. And open G is just, you're going to lower your 6th string down to a D, lower your 5th string down to a G, keep the other 3 strings, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, the same, and lower down your 1st string down to a D. So you have an open G tuning. Now I'm going to be finger picking this. And the very first measure is going to sound like this. I'm going to lay my slide across the 1st and 2nd string at that 3rd fret. I'm going to play that first measure in your tab. I'll do that again. Now here, I'm using my 1st finger on the 2nd string and my 2nd finger on that 1st string. And I'm keeping a bass going. So if you're a finger picker, that's what you're going to be doing with your thumb. If not, you can just play the single notes as such. Now, a little slide tip for you. I'm covering 2 strings. And then when I want to slide up, I'm not going to slide on both strings. I'm going to lift the slide a little bit off of that 2nd string. And then come up to that 5th fret. Like that. Now let's take a look at the 2nd measure. Here, I'm bringing my slide up to this 8th fret and coming to the 7th fret while keeping a steady bass. Now I'm going to bring it down to the 5th fret and I'm going to play a little triplet and slide it back and then just pick the slide up off the string, sort of like a pull off, and then hit that bass. Then I'm going to do that same little triplet again, but from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret and open. Like that. So I have. And now I'm going to take the slide, put it onto that 3rd string at that 3rd fret, grab the 5th and the 3rd string, and then open 3rd. So I have. So altogether that's. Now we do that 3rd measure, which is just a repeat of the 1st measure. And here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my thumb to play the same type of, but I'm going to be doing it on the 4th string. So I have this. So I'm starting at that 8th fret, just picking it. Then the 7th fret, then I'm coming down to the 5th fret, sliding it back and letting the slide come off the string, and then doing the same thing on the 3rd to 2nd fret. Right after that, I'm going to go onto the 5th fret, 5th string, 3rd fret, and then come up to the 5th fret like this. So you have this. That's the lick that's going to be taking into the 2nd line of your tab. Now, that very first beat, bum, bum, I'm going to hold the slide there and then go right into a lick. So let's listen to that. I'll take it from the last measure on the 1st line. So let's listen to that again. So I'm coming up to that 5th fret. Now I'm going to bring my slide to the 4th fret at the 2nd fret at the second string, and I'm gonna kind of slide up to that. And here is where you have to kind of mute that second string. Now you can see I have to slide on the third finger, so I can use my pinky to slide it, to mute it there. But if you don't, you pick that slide up a little bit off of that second. You can get that slide off, and basically your fingers back here will actually stop the string from ringing. So I come up that. Now I go right into the third string at the 5th fret, and I'm going to do that same little that little triplet lick on the 5th to the 3rd fret, and then pull it off, and then get that last little lick in there. So we have there's that one. Now we're going into the next measure of the C. This, and then we come right up in here, get the. So we have right up, we're doing a chromatic little line from the 8th fret, 7th fret, 6, back to the 4th fret, and then this little, and then finally. So that's that second measure in your second line. If I was going to play that whole C part, you'd hear. So that's how that C part's going to sound. Now I'm back into my G part, and that here I'm going to be doing something a little different. That little lick that I played here, well, instead of playing it with the slide, I'm actually going to finger the lick on the 3rd string at the 7th fret and to the 2nd string at the 6th fret. So I'm going to actually finger this whole thing. It's going to sound like this. If I got the slide out of the way so you can see that. So I'm getting it. And here again, I'm using my 1st and 2nd finger to go back and forth between the 3rd and the 2nd string. So I have that measure, and then we're gonna finish it out with this. So here we have all these little notes, and these two measures are going to be fingered. So we have that 8th fret to the 5th fret, and then a little pull off from the 6th fret to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, and then I get the D note on the 3rd string at the 7th fret. So we have. Now I'm going to go chromatically down to the 6th and 5th fret. Now finally I'm going to grab the 8th fret on the 4th string and hit that note, and then hit the open 3rd string. Now if you can get your thumb in there, we have this. My thumb just constantly going down on the beat, and while the thumb is doing that, those last two measures, the thumb is going to be right in there. So if you can get your thumb in there and doing that, that's great. If not, it's just a great little single line. And so let's take a look now at the last line, where we're going into a D chord, back to a C, and then finally to a G. All right, I'll play that going into the D chord. Sounds like this. So let's let's take a look at this. My bass is coming down on the 5th string. Then I'm going to come down again, but as I do it, I'm going to play a little triplet. So I get that. And then I slide very quickly up, and then the bass note again. So I have. Now come to the next measure. I'm in my C chord. I'm going to be, here's how this measure is going to sound. So we're starting out on the 5th and 3rd string. I'm going to be grabbing both of those with my thumb and my first finger. I'm going to get that twice. Then I'm going to come down, go straight down, and lift off. Now I'm going to go back onto the 3rd fret, and then do that again. Finally, I'm going to do a turnaround on the last 2 measures. So this turnaround, I'm starting it off with the bass note. Then I'm going to be fingering the 3rd string at the 7th fret, and I'm going to be moving that down while I'm holding down the G note here. And I'm going to play it as a triplet. My thumb, finger, thumb. Move it back. In order to get this next one, I'm going to change my fingering around to the 1st and 2nd finger. And then hit the open 2nd string. And then finish it off with a. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And please check out some of the other lessons that I have on my website, and bookmark the website. I'm always running sales. If you'd like to contact me, there's a contact number, or the contact box there at the just below the movie. Take care now.